So in a couple of weeks, we will be getting Frigibax Community Day, and the evolved form Baxcalibur is going to be getting the exclusive move, Glaive Rush. And this move could actually elevate this Pokemon to top tier levels when it comes to Dragon types, and sometime in the future, it might actually be considered the absolute best in the game. And this means for anyone who has Mega Rayquaza, it may no longer be future-proof. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why. Hey, what's happening everyone? Count Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon GO video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So one of my favorite legendaries within the Pokemon franchise, and one of my favorite Mega Evolutions, is actually Mega Rayquaza. In fact, I even have it tattooed on my arm. It's actually this one right here. And I've always appreciated the fact that it is future-proof within Pokemon GO. It is one of the most powerful Pokemon in the game, and it will be for the foreseeable future. At least, that's what I thought until recently. It's actually not future-proof because, as of right now, there is a Pokemon that is set to dethrone it. And which Pokemon am I talking about? It's going to be Baxcalibur. Recently, we got the announcement that Frigibax is going to be getting a community day, and of course that means the evolved form Baxcalibur is going to be getting an exclusive move. And we found out what that move is. It's going to be Glaive Rush. Now, Glaive Rush is a very powerful Dragon Type charge attack, and as of right now, with the current stats, it's going to elevate Baxcalibur to top tier levels. It already kind of was a top tier Pokemon, but it's going to be even more so with this move. The one thing that I did recognize is that it may not necessarily be the absolute best of the best. It's going to still be Mega Rayquaza as the absolute best Dragon type in the game, but there is a chance that Baxcalibur could dethrone him. And the reason why I say that is because Baxcalibur actually has a Mega Evolution. It was introduced with Pokemon Legends ZA, and Mega Baxcalibur could potentially be the absolute best Dragon type and even dethroning Mega Rayquaza. And we recently saw this in a Reddit post on the Sylph Road where someone actually ran the numbers, and you could see it is actually a lot more ahead of Mega Rayquaza in terms of raid DPS. Yeah, that's a bit of unfortunate news for me, because I'm such a big fan of Mega Rayquaza. I've always appreciated Mega Rayquaza's future-proof status, but it looks like that is now coming into question. I think it was already kind of determined with Mega Zygarde. A lot of people have predicted that would become the best Dragon type in the game, but I never would have expected Mega Baxcalibur to be the absolute best Dragon type once it gets released, but with Glaive Rush, that is now the case. And of course, it's going to be really powerful for raid battles. Probably the non-Mega Evolution form is going to be top tier for the Master League and the Ultra League. Yeah, this is all very interesting, honestly. And I think there are some implications. Yes, Mega Rayquaza is still going to be the best for at least for the next couple of years. I think it's going to be quite some time until we get Mega Baxcalibur, but I really do think this is something that actually changes things up when it comes to Pokemon GO's gameplay, because up until now, I've always treated certain Pokemon as completely future-proof, that I just kind of assumed they would never get replaced. There's Pokemon like Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, and of course Mega Rayquaza, and the upcoming Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y. I just assume they're always going to be at the top tier. So just investing in these specific Pokemon, and you're going to be set for life. That's how I've always approached the game. And I have invested in pretty much all of these Pokemon, and that means any Pokemon that I catch henceforth, they're not necessarily Pokemon I would care to invest into. So I've kind of slowed down on farming Stardust. I've slowed down on farming Rare Candies and Rare Candy XL. But now, it seems like I may have to change up my approach, because even a Pokemon like Baxcalibur, a Pokemon I never expected to be better than Mega Rayquaza, now it looks like in the future it could be the case. But we don't know. Of course, Glaive Rush could get nerfed. Maybe there is going to be a move shakeup sometime in the future that's going to drastically reduce the damage from this one move. I kind of doubt it. Maybe they'll tweak it a little bit. But as of right now, it looks like there is potential for Mega Baxcalibur to become the absolute best Dragon type in the game, by a long shot too. But of course, Mega Rayquaza is still going to be useful. It is going to be the top tier, probably the best flying type in the game by far. Dragon Ascent is a very powerful flying type charge attack. It makes a lot of raids trivial. And of course, if you've already invested in Mega Rayquaza, it's still going to be useful. It's not going to get replaced that easily, that quickly. But it is something to consider, that just because you have some of the best Pokemon in the game doesn't necessarily mean you're set for life. There will be Pokemon that might come in the future that is going to out DPS it. So yeah, that is something that I'm coming to terms with, of course, because I've kind of taken it easy in Pokemon Go. I haven't really been out farming and playing hardcore like I used to. Occasionally, maybe I will raid a particular boss just because I need it, or because I would like to get 100% IVs, or even a shundo of that raid boss, but I don't necessarily play like I used to. I don't farm the Stardust like I used to. I don't go out and try to raid as much as possible. It's just been very casual, and now I feel like I need to change how I approach Pokemon Go, because yeah, at any moment we could get a Pokemon that will be top tier, or something that I could pre-invest into. I do plan to go all out for this community day. I think Frigibax alone is a really cool Pokemon. I don't have any shinies of this Pokemon. And of course, now that we know that Baxcalibur's Mega Evolution is going to out DPS Mega Rayquaza, that means I have to look for a 100% IV. Yeah, that's motivating me to go all out for this community day. And of course, farming up the candies, maxing them out, because maybe in the future we could get Shadow Baxcalibur with Glaive Rush. That's going to be insane. I really do think this is a good move for Niantic, because it adds a lot of longevity. It adds a lot of extended life for Pokemon Go. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. I mean, maybe we'll get some really powerful Pokemon in the future that will make some of the Pokemon we have right now obsolete, that we consider top tier. Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y, once they come out this year with Pokemon Go Fest, they will be the absolute best, probably for the next 5, 6, even 7 years. I kind of predict that. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe there's going to be some Mega Evolution. Maybe there's going to be some non-Mega Evolution Pokemon that's going to be even more powerful than these Pokemon. I highly doubt it, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I never thought this day would come. I never thought that Mega Rayquaza would ever get dethroned. I'm not saying it's going to be just yet, but it was very surprising, because for a Pokemon I've always considered future-proof, looks like that's no longer the case. Looks like there is potential for it to get dethroned sometime in the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to make a video on this. It's just something that I don't know, I felt like I kind of wanted to share with all of you, because you know, longtime viewers of my channel, they would know Mega Rayquaza is literally one of my favorites. It's been one of my absolute most used Pokemon, and to see it get dethroned, I was kind of like, I was a little bit shocked. I was a little bit taken aback. I did not think that it would ever be possible, but yeah, looks like that's now the reality. I'm gonna have to invest in Baxcalibur, because Mega Baxcalibur, once it gets released, that will be the absolute best, and I gotta be ready for that. But let me know your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below. Do you feel like this is all just whatever? Do you agree with me that this actually adds longevity to Pokemon Go? Do you feel like this was a good thing? Yeah, let me know your thoughts. I would definitely like to know. Definitely share those thoughts in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this little rant video. If you actually enjoyed it and you want to support my channel, best way you could do that, hit the like button for this video. Make sure you hype up the video if you're watching on mobile, and of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And also, make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And also, check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page, and if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, best way you could do that is by becoming a Patreon member. So make sure you go and check it out. I add all of my patrons, and of course, when it comes to remote raids and the friendship system, opening and sending gifts, I always prioritize my patrons. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you all later.